That sequence is pretty cool. I like how it revs up. Okay, so this is kind of like a big mall, fancy looking mall. So we're switching gears from puppets to infected zombie corpses again. Some of them are very bizarre. I'm curious if it's like an increased like exposure to the ergo, like maybe they got exposed to more ergo, or they've been exposed for longer, causing the mutations. Kind of like the Last of Us fungus. Ooh, button. Anyway, the Last of Us fungus, the mutations got worse and more severe the longer the infected, were infected. They have lots of buttons here. I'm going to like this place. Curious though, why is it the petrification disease just slowly kills some people and then others turn into these monsters? Or do they all turn into these monsters after it kills them? Maybe the people that weren't monsters were killed before they got the petrification disease. I guess that would make sense. I'm just trying to go over all this in my head and just kind of talking myself out loud through it. Or talking myself through it out loud. English is hard sometimes. Okay, English is hard all the time. It shouldn't be, but it is. I'm thinking I'm gonna go with the prolonged exposure because these are some very nasty, more hideous creatures here. Like in other areas we would come across one or two of those more grotesque ones, but here there's a lot more. Here in the cathedral, it had probably the highest concentration of people. These hallways are all starting to look the same to me. Oh yeah, there's a lot of the nasty growths on the wall that we saw in the cathedral too. This and the cathedral are definitely areas that have had the longest exposure. Ugh, pot industry. Is that floor covered in blood? That can't be blood. Because all the people that got the petrification disease, their blood turns that gross bluish color. Oh, I'll bet it's wine. Because that lady said that there would be wine here. She might be out of luck. It looks like somebody's busted all the wine open. Unless it is blood. Is that like a crypt? I'm thinking too much. I must be tired. Ooh, look at that butterfly. It's so pretty, we must kill it. A half moonstone. Oh no, not one of these. Oh, this one is particularly nasty. Oh my goodness. Well, hey, I went almost a whole 10 minutes without dying. It's funny how it tells you the weather underneath there. It said Lorenzen Arcade, rainy day. I suppose it doesn't hurt to know that, but I don't think it really helps us any either. No, I'm mad at you. I don't want to play. I don't want to play with any of you or your friends. Don't talk to me or my cricket ever again. I can see all the cask. This is definitely wine. I guess it'd have been kind of cool if it were blood, but I was already agonizing over where all that blood would come from. I think I'm in danger. Another locked door, yay. No, boo. Oh, they're fighting. The petrified corpses fight the puppets. Well, that's cool. See? She's a nasty little thing. Look at her kicking that big guy's ass. Oh, he won. She did soften him up for us, so I appreciate that. That's kind of a handy little tip. That could come in handy in other playthroughs too. I never realized until now that those two would fight, but I don't know that there was too many locations where I could take advantage of that. It's usually one or the other. Oh, nice. The door opened. Killing the big guy must have been the trigger. Charity House Concert. All of you are invited to the concert being held at the Monet Charity House. We pray the successful opening of the expedition. Children sponsored by the Monet Charity House have a message of love and hope for you all. Don't miss this chance to listen to the most innocent performance in all of Krot. Innocent? Because they're children? Sponsored by Lady Isabella and Sophia M. All profits from the... So, Sophia M. is the same Sophia that sent the butterfly to wake us up and does our leveling up for us. Need another key. I don't know about you, but that never gets old. I'm punishing P for all those times he told the truth. You touch that buzzer and you like it. That is a very large enemy. What's that on his back? You got some kind of blanket or cape or something? You didn't see me. I'm not here. God. That nasty thing saw me. Yeah, take gears. It's not doing anything. Wow, that didn't faze him much. Oh, it's like a nasty growth on his back. Is that, so it's not a cape, is that like skin? Flapping around? Ugh. Oh yeah, that... It took no time at all for him to just casually slap the shit out of me and send me back to the Stargazer. Who said that? I just can't help myself. I think there's something wrong with my brain. I had already pushed that button, but I saw it and went right over to it and pushed it again. push the button, you idiot. What are you doing? Apparently only the buttons that give electric shocks are tempting. At least those big guys can't follow me inside my building. I'm up to 24,000 ergo now. Really feeling like a trip to the hotel is a good idea. Before I mess around and lose them. There you go, see? You should press the good buttons too, not just the bad ones.
Who are you? A lost visitor? Or a looter who's arrived too late? You look like a stalker.
Can I be both?
I figured you were all
I
dead.
am.
No offense.
No, we're not
Stalker,
dead.
Visitor,
I'm alive.
looter, I don't care. Just
Actually,
buy what
all
you
the
need
stalkers
and
are
leave.
alive. We have a safe place. It's called the Cathedral. You should go there. I wouldn't lie to you. You can find safe refuge at the Venini Works. Scandal 5, the tragedy behind flamboyance. Oh, that's not Roman numeral 5, that's V, probably for Venini. Few citizens of Krat do not know who V is. The crown prince of high society, the man who came up with the grand covenant of the automated puppets and built the best manufacturing company at the age of 18. The man who's always fancy and is passionate about making people laugh. V is the most hated and beloved man in Krat, but his innocent passion makes even his opponents sentimental. However, even fewer people are aware of the tragedy he experienced in his youth. So yeah, V must be Venini. The true nature of the death of V's parents was covered up. Officially, they're victims of a homicide during a mugging. Even though V experienced such tragedy in his youth, he grew up with a cheerful personality and became a well-known person whom any parents will be proud of. However, there's no one who knows that V secretly requests for the case history every year and that his request is always denied. Suspicions surrounding the tragedy at the time, and there is known to have been pressure from the workshop and the alchemists throughout the investigation. So wait, is he That sounds like Batman's origin story. Did they give Venini Batman's origin story? The most interesting hypothesis is that the murder is not human. If this is true, it explains the workshop and the alchemist's suspicious attempts to cover it up. It also explains how V was obsessed with inventions and success from his youth. This is where the real tragedy of Krat lies. Even V, the richest and most influential in all of Krat, can't come close to their power. On the other hand, this fact includes another truth. Have you noticed the state censorship is keeping me from writing it? But as a writer, I'm curious if people are ready to accept the truth. The truth that there's a murderer made of steel that walks among us. Perhaps our world of Krat is not such a safe place after all. I'm ready for the truth. I always tell the truth. I am a purveyor of the truth. That is not a lie.